Have you ever noticed how some spaces carry a heavy feeling, as if the air itself remembers the tension, sadness, or chaos that once happened there? You walk into a room and immediately sense unease even when nothing appears wrong. What you're feeling isn't just your imagination. Environments hold energy just as our hearts do. When we experience conflict, pain, or even long periods of stress, that energy can linger. It may not be visible, but it subtly influences how we think, sleep, and feel. That's why so many traditions throughout history have used symbols and simple acts to represent cleansing and renewal. Among these, salt stands out as one of the most powerful and timeless. Salt isn't just a kitchen ingredient. It's a natural purifier. It preserves, protects, and restores balance. Even in ancient times, people recognized that salt had a unique way of drawing out impurities, not just from food or water, but as a symbolic act for removing what feels heavy or stagnant from their surroundings and hearts. Today, let's explore how something as simple as salt can represent cleansing your space, refreshing your spirit, and restoring inner peace. 1. The meaning behind the act. When we clean our homes physically, we remove dust, clutter, and dirt. But emotional or spiritual heaviness requires a different kind of attention. The act of using salt, whether you place it in corners, dissolve it in water, or use it symbolically, is not about superstition. It's a reminder. It's a physical symbol of setting new intention. It's about saying, this space will no longer hold the weight of what I've already let go. In the same way that light pushes away darkness, a small act of intention can reset the atmosphere of your home and your mind. Salt becomes a metaphor, a way to acknowledge that peace requires participation. We must invite it. 2. Why certain energies linger. Every conversation, every moment of emotion, every thought leaves an imprint. When we argue, worry, or dwell in anxiety, those emotions can cling to our environment. That's why some rooms feel tense or restless even when no one is speaking. It's not magic, it's memory. Our surroundings remember the vibrations we give them. That's why it's important to pause, reset, and clear those subtle emotional layers before they turn into mental fatigue. When we create a ritual or a symbol for letting go, like salt cleansing, we're not chasing away invisible forces. We're choosing renewal. It's an act of mindfulness. It allows you to say, this chapter has ended. I welcome calm. 3. A simple cleansing practice. If you want to practice this kind of symbolic renewal, here's a simple, peaceful way to do it. Take a small bowl of salt. Any kind you have is fine. As you hold it, take a deep breath and let your body relax. You don't need to say special words or perform any ritual. Just let your intention be clear. You're choosing to release what no longer serves peace. You might place the salt in corners or dissolve it in water and gently wipe down the surfaces of your home. Some people like to rinse their hands afterward with salt water as a way of saying, I let go of what I can't carry. The power isn't in the salt. It's in your awareness. The act simply mirrors the decision happening inside you. As you do this, notice how your breathing changes. Notice how your mind slows down. You may even feel lighter because you've shifted from holding energy to releasing it. 4. The connection between cleansing and gratitude. After cleansing, always fill the empty space with gratitude. Renewal isn't just about removing negativity. It's about welcoming peace. Take a few moments to reflect on what's good in your life. The home that shelters you. The air you breathe. The lessons you've learned. Gratitude transforms an empty room into sacred ground. It invites warmth into the places where heaviness once lived. When you approach cleansing from this mindset, it becomes more than an action. It becomes worship in motion. It's your way of saying, I am ready for peace to dwell here. 5. The deeper symbolism of salt. Salt has carried meaning across many cultures. It has been used to seal covenants, to preserve truth, and to symbolize purity. Even when we step away from its historical or spiritual interpretations, we can still appreciate its simple message. Preserve what's good, release what's decayed. In life, this lesson repeats itself. Relationships, memories, habits, some things must be preserved with care, while others must be released to protect your peace. Just as salt keeps food from spoiling, self-awareness keeps your spirit from becoming stagnant. You must continually refresh your thoughts, renew your faith, and let go of what no longer nourishes your soul. 6. Resetting your mind and space. When you cleanse your home or your environment, you're also cleansing your inner space. The two are connected. A cluttered room often reflects a cluttered mind. A peaceful home encourages a peaceful heart. Try this. After you've completed your salt cleansing, open the windows. Let sunlight or fresh air in. Take a slow walk through each room and silently bless it, not with any ritualistic phrase, but with gratitude and hope. Say within yourself, "May peace live here, may laughter return, may I sleep deeply and rise renewed." These small affirmations begin to shape your reality. They train your thoughts to look for calm rather than chaos. 7. What you carry matters sometimes. The energy that feels heavy doesn't belong to your home at all, it belongs to your thoughts. You might be carrying stress from work, conflict with loved ones, or quiet disappointments that never found words. Remember, you can't always control what enters your day, but you can control what stays. Cleansing rituals like this, one, remind you to set emotional boundaries. You're allowed to pause. You're allowed to reset. You're allowed to start again. Salt doesn't erase the past. It reminds you that healing is possible. 8. A closing reflection. As you finish this act of renewal, take a final deep breath and imagine yourself surrounded by calm. Your environment is clear, your spirit is centered, and your heart is open to peace again. You may not see it, but the change is real because peace is a presence that grows quietly, one conscious choice at a time. Let's all be your reminder that cleansing is not about superstition, it's about intention. It's about honoring the sacred balance between releasing what's heavy and welcoming what's light. Every new sunrise gives you another chance to start fresh, to forgive, to breathe, and to bless the space you call home. And just as salt preserves what is pure, may your choices preserve your peace.